Hi, my name is Bhavani Shankar, and in this video I will show you how to make your Express.js application 100 times faster by using memory cache. We will start by introducing the concept of caching and explaining how it can improve the performance of your application. Then we will demonstrate how to implement a memory cache in your Express.js app using the memory cache package or library. Finally, we will show you how to use the cache to store and retrieve data in your routes. And we will talk about some best practices for using caching in your application. Now, what is caching? Caching is the process of storing data in a cache, which is temporary storage location that is closer to the user's device than the actual data source. When a user requests data from a server, the cache can check to see if it has a copy of the data. If it does, it can return the data to the user without having to retrieve it from the server. This can help to improve the performance of a web application or any other application. A memory cache, also known as in-memory cache or RAM cache, is a type of cache that stores data in the application's memory. It is used to temporarily store data that is used frequently by the application, with the goal of improving the performance of the application by reducing the need to retrieve the data from a slower storage medium such as a hard drive or a database. To implement the memory cache in our Node.js application, we need to install the package memory cache. To install the memory cache package, you can use the npm install command. Here is an example. Now we are moving to the coding part. This is a piece of middleware for an Express.js application that implements a cache. When a request is made to a route, the middleware will check if the response has been cached in memory. If it has, the cached response will be returned. If not, the route's handler will called and the response will be cached in a memory. The cache function is a high-order function that takes a duration parameter and returns a middleware function. The duration parameter specifies how long the cache should store the response in memory in seconds. The middleware function takes three arguments: request, response, and next. These are the request object, the response object, and the middleware function in the chain, respectively. The middleware function defines a key variable, which is used to uniquely identify the cache entry for the current request. The key is constructed using the __express___ prefix. And the request is original URL or URL property. The middleware function then attempts to retrieve a cached response for the current request using the cache.get method. If a cached response is found, it is returned to the client using the response.send method, and the middleware function returns earlier. If a cached response is not found, the middleware function overrides the response.send method with a new function that stores the response in the cache before sending it to the client. This is done by assigning the original response.send function to a new variable response.sendResponse and replacing it with a new function that stores the response in the cache using the cache.put method before calling the original response.send function. Finally, the middleware function calls the next function to pass control to the next middleware function in the chain. This middleware can be used in an Express app by importing it and using it as a middleware function. Here is an example of how to do that. In conclusion, using a memory cache is a simple and effective way to improve the performance of your Express.js application. By storing frequently used data in memory, you can reduce the number of trips to the database or other data sources, which can significantly improve the response time of your routes. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and like. We hope you found this video helpful and that you are now able to use memory caching in your own projects. Thanks for watching.